My name is Chloe, and I live in Seattle, United States, in a quiet neighborhood called North Lake. I was married to a man named Ethan, who worked as a programmer in a small tech company, and we lived what looked like a stable life from the outside. We got married after a 3-year relationship. At the beginning, everything felt normal: small trips, mutual friends, and plans to build a family together. I didn't see any warning signs back then. After 1.5 years of marriage, I became pregnant. At first, Ethan behaved normally. He attended doctor appointments with me, asked about the baby's health, and helped choose baby names. We decided on the name, Mia, if it was a girl. But as the months passed, he slowly started changing. He began coming home late from work, and sometimes he would sleep on the couch claiming he was too tired. His phone was always with him. Whenever I got close, he would quickly lock the screen. In the 7th month of pregnancy, I started feeling emotionally distant from him. He stopped talking much, and he no longer asked about my condition like before. I tried not to create problems and kept telling myself it might just be work stress. But the truth was different. In the 38th week of pregnancy, I started feeling labor pains in the morning. I immediately called Ethan. He answered after several attempts and said, "I'm in a meeting, I'll try to come quickly." I took a taxi to the hospital because the pain was intense. I entered the emergency room alone, and all the procedures began without him being there. Hours passed. I kept sending him messages, but he didn't reply. At the moment of delivery, I was completely alone. After about 6 hours, I gave birth to my daughter, Mia. I was physically and emotionally exhausted, but the first thing I looked for was him. He wasn't there. Just 1 hour after giving birth, he called me. His voice was cold. He said, "I'm sorry, I can't continue this marriage." I asked him what he meant. He said he wanted a separation. At first, I thought he was under stress or shocked by the responsibility. But after 2 days, the truth started to appear. I discovered through old messages on his device that he had been in a relationship with a woman named Sarah, who worked with him at the same company. The relationship had started around the middle of my pregnancy. On the day I gave birth, he was not in a meeting or emergency work situation. He was in another city called Tacoma with her. He had already planned to step away from the marriage. When I left the hospital, I returned home alone with my baby. The house was completely silent. Everything reminded me of him. At first, he only sent short messages: "I need time. I can't come back right now." Then his responses became slower. After just 1 week, I received an envelope by mail. Inside were divorce papers. He had started legal proceedings without telling me. At that moment, I was in shock, but I had a newborn baby who needed me. And that was the beginning of everything falling apart. In the end, everything between Ethan and me officially came to an end. The divorce was finalized without any further discussion and without reconciliation. After that, he gradually disappeared from our lives. No visits, no real involvement, and no consistent effort to be a father. At first, it hurt deeply, but with time I realized that waiting for him would have broken me even more. Today, I live with my daughter Mia in Seattle. My life is simple, but stable. I work and take care of her on my own. I no longer wait for anyone to come back, and I no longer let my life depend on someone who chose to leave at the moment I needed them most. And the truth I learned is this: the person who leaves you at your hardest moment will never give you the security you needed, even if they return with words.